What keeps you up at night? The next trigger, the public's response. 51% of people under 30 in polls want Bernie. I mean, it's all just, really, let's admit it. I mean, the West is declining. We had it so good with the free market. We got spoiled and fat. And our kids got even more spoiled and fat. I mean, is that an accurate statement, or you disagree? I'm horrified.
It's been a long time since we've had a free market. Most people alive today don't even remember one. But, you know, we have the remnants of the free market. We've been surviving on that, you know, but it gets less and less free. But, you know, I don't know what keeps me up at night. You know, I have a 4-week-old baby daughter now, but she doesn't actually keep me up that much. But
congratulations.
You know, thank you. But, yeah, none of this stuff, I sleep soundly in that respect. I mean, I know it's bad, and I know it's going to get a lot worse. But I'm hopeful that at the end of the day, the American people can do the right thing when push comes to shove. And you see all these polls and people, how popular socialism is. How many Americans believe in socialism? And of course, this is a real indoctrination of the government school system, which has so poorly educated our kids for a tremendous amount of money. But I think if Americans were explained in the right way, the real difference between freedom and socialism, and why what we've had is closer to socialism than freedom, and how the solution really lies in individual liberty and the free market. And there's nothing the government can do, because it'll be obvious when this thing falls apart. It'll have to be obvious to everybody, even the left, that the government is responsible, because we have so many government programs and so many people from the government who have made all kinds of empty promises that are going to turn out to be completely false. So hopefully the American public can get back to our roots, because if we can embrace those free market principles, there's no limit to what we can accomplish.
That's what produced all the choices. It's a no-brainer, and you're right. For probably 70 years, we haven't had much of a free market. We never had a total free market, but as we get more and more towards command and control, we see the prosperity dissipate. So you're right. The answer is expose the fact that this system is crony capitalism at the top, socialism at the bottom. I mean, look at Venezuela right now, a total hellhole.
Look, they are feeling the burn big time over there in Venezuela. And I know the people that, that talk about democratic socialism, and you bring up Venezuela like they say, well, we didn't mean that kind. We mean like the Swedish kind. Look, the reason that Sweden is still wealthy is because before Sweden adopted those socialist type programs, they were a very wealthy economy. They didn't have these programs until they were rich. And then because they implemented these programs, they're less rich. And now they're trying to dial it back. But, these countries that really have had it where, you got free health care in Venezuela, you got free education, free college, just like Bernie Sanders want. Everything is free, except there's nothing available, right? You can get anything you want for free, except you can't get anything.
Right, doctors are free, but you can't get in to see one to get aspirin. And you're right. Sweden, under free market, built an incredible infrastructure. And now, like dumb heathens, people are living in the infrastructure built by the last generations, even though that's starting to crumble now.
Yeah, well, and the Swedes already recognize the mistakes of the welfare state and how it has corrupted younger Swedes and how they live in these social safety nets. And so there is a big movement to try to move in the other direction. But you can't be socialist unless you first become rich through capitalism. Then you can squander your wealth. But the countries that are poor have gone from one dictator to another, and they've never had freedom.
Rich countries slit their wrists with the socialist razor blade later. Peter Schiff, you're absolutely right, but you've got to be capitalist and be able to put on the dog and pony show of socialism. Europac.com. Have a great weekend. Thank you so much, sir, for your insight.
We talked about gold. Schiff Gold. Get your gold.
Absolutely, absolutely.